Yeah, beautiful people. Equatorial Guineans are beautiful people. Nice.
Wow.
Listeners, that's not what we are discussing.
And if you know what they are thinking.
Okay.
But what's going on? Okay, it's okay. Sorry.
So what is going on is that...
All right, sorry.
What is going on is that there is an actress, a Ghanaian actress in the picture.
Which picture is that?
In the video?
Yes.
Yeah, video and picture. Yeah.
In the video.
Wow.
There is a Ghanaian in the picture. There's a Ghanaian in the video.
Wow. Out of the 400?
Listen to what I am saying, Kwame.
Yes, listen. This is serious. It's a serious issue.
This one is very serious. Okay, let's get serious then.
Just a minute. What I don't like is when issues pop up. The
Ghanaian.
Yes. Nah, when issues pop up, fantastic. I know why. When issues pop up, and Ghanaians are so eager to know what is really happening, and they are not say there is a Ghanaian in the picture. There's a Ghanaian in a video. Please get on Facebook. Get on Facebook now.
See her picture.
Yesterday, someone commented. He said, "Can I get the videos to watch some? At least 20 out of the 400 is okay for me." Actress Gloria Sarfo is in a video. Listen to what I'm saying, listeners. Listen. Get on Facebook.
Yes.
Do we have the video? We have the video. You see, Equatorial Guinea is a very nice country. And the issue at hand, listeners, let me check on Facebook. I want to know if people are here before I show you the video.
They are coming in their numbers.
Listeners.
In droves.
I need more viewers to show.
They're coming to watch.
Actress Gloria Sarfo is in a video. Embarrassment.
Yes.
Expressing. Now watch this on Facebook. Ghanaian actress Gloria Sarfo. We're talking about issues that will drive people crazy. And Ghanaians, actors in Ghana are quiet. Actors in Ghana are silent. Actors in Ghana, instead of adding your voices to what Gloria Sarfo has done, every actor in Ghana is quiet. Every actor in Ghana, quiet.
How?
Me can't send a comment Andy dear Daibo. I am telling you, every actor in Ghana is quiet. Have you seen what Gloria Sarfo has done? Have you heard her? You've not seen Gloria Sarfo? Few days ago, Equatorial Guinea is everywhere. Everyone is discussing Equatorial Guinea. There's an issue. This is a proper actor in Ghana. Gloria Sarfo speaking. And every actor, of all the things Gloria Sarfo has done, no one is talking about what she has done. Kwame.
Andy.
Very serious issue.
Very, very serious issue.
And I'm embarrassed. Embarrassed. Gloria Sarfo was in Nigeria.
Did she go?
She didn't go. Supposed to go.
Yeah, so she was supposed to.
And she couldn't go.
Yes.
What about Equatorial Guinea?
I'm sure the visa is yet to come.
Okay. Listeners. Don't worry, if you're not getting me on radio, you can watch it on Facebook. Yeah. Gloria Sarfo is crying because a video is out Gloria Sarfo, she's not very happy. She's blasting AMAA over flight tickets debacle. Get on Facebook now. Listen to Gloria Sarfo. Yes. She has vented her spleen on the organizers of the African Movie Academy Awards over challenges some Ghanaian filmmakers faced with their flight tickets while leaving for the event in Nigeria. The 20th edition of the African Movie Awards was held in Lagos, Nigeria on Saturday, November 2nd, and no Ghanaian is supporting Gloria Sarfo on this. Equatorial Guinea, everyone is supporting.
Yes.
Get on Facebook. I'm showing you something from Equatorial Guinea. Okay, it's Gloria Sarfo, sorry.
You can't tell me that you are inviting me with an all-expense paid trip, invitation, and then I end up stranded at the airport. It doesn't work that way. Like I said, I had a lot of things to do. I missed the movie sets, a feature film by a colleague. I missed a short film. I missed an awards night that I was nominated. I missed going for my movie premiere. The embarrassment, Nana Frema, the embarrassment. We stood at the airport for hours, and everyone, we were just so lucky that we went with media people, all right, but they were also found in that state, so I don't know if any of them was able to capture anything, but it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Why would they do that? Abdul Salam Yakubu, Mumuni, Abdul Salam, Julia Pia. Just name them. A whole lot. Akofa, Jenny. I mean, just name them. Name them. Our big filmmakers. We were stranded at the airport. And we had to even let those who were on their way, go back home, because don't come and face this embarrassment. Please go home.
Okay. Gloria Sarfo expressing their disgust. Now, what caused this?
You see? So, I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Your movie, your filmmakers in Penny 4 I almost started even filmmaking before some of Omunkro from the started film. No, yeah, disrespect you, say. I could airport. I sorry, Himachi. Bebre do up before 5. I sorry, Himachi. Aqua airport. Ninya Sanko Gune ni Masi. Adia yaso bedu airport near bounce. So ticketing and valid. What happened? Who is responsible for this disgrace?
Break hits.
All right, listeners. Well, that was actress Gloria Sarfo expressing her disappointment at their inability to be at the African Movie Academy Awards held in Lagos, Nigeria. Now let's speak with the country director of the African Movie Academy Awards, Judith Oluwole. Judith, good morning and thank you very much for joining us on Hits FM. How are you? Hello, Judith? Judith, can you hear me? Okay. Let's try and reestablish contact with her. Kwame, let me start with you. This is a very embarrassing situation.
Very, very embarrassing. I would love to hear from Judith, because almost everybody that was supposed to have gone that didn't go has been mentioning her name, because she's the country director for the AMAA Awards in Ghana. And I assume most of them dealt with her. But when they had challenges and they were trying to reach her, they couldn't reach her. And I also understand, as of the time that I did the story that you just read, most of them had not gotten information, any communication from her. And to me, that is what I'm worried about, because if you have gathered a group of people for an event outside of their country, and then they encounter a challenge of that nature at the airport where their tickets were not valid, so they could not fly out of the country to where the event was happening, then it was right that you reached out to them and explained to them what really happened and even apologize. As we speak now, we've not seen any communique of a sort from the organizers of the AMAA Awards apologizing or explaining anything about what happened to our people. I understand the pain that Gloria Sarfo, went through, and I understand all that the other people also went through. I earlier on heard from Ola Michael. I think Ola Michael also expressed his displeasure about the whole incident, and even the fact that there are some people, those who were able to get to Nigeria later. I understand that Jackie and a few other people were able to go later on, and
Their own arrangement.
Okay, I don't know about that, but okay, so that's the understanding that yes, and I think last Saturday, because I just spoke to one guy, I think he's the leader of one of those guilds, and he was also mentioning an issue about hotel, difficulties, accommodation difficulties when they got to Nigeria. So it means that the whole organization had issues, problems with our people going there. I'm not sure they sought to do that or they intended to actually put our people in that situation. But when you have issues like this, the right thing to do is to get back to the people, apologize to them, explain things to them before they go out there to talk about what has happened. Now the issue is out already and people are expressing their opinions about this. And I'm very hopeful that maybe Judith and the other people at AMAA Awards will come out and tell us what really happened and also apologize to the people.
Okay, then.
I think that, something of such magnitude where, it's even affected one of their red carpet hosts, according to Gloria, that's Jocelyn Duma. The kind of energy or the urgency with which it should be treated, I have not seen it. Yesterday I checked on the whole AMAA page and I did not see them acknowledge something like that.
Something like what?
Like the challenges the
Ghanaian
celebs face. They should show concern in a way, and that maybe if they didn't even want it to be public, they could have done it individually. I reached out to some of them, and it's like they have not received any communication regarding what they went through, and it's like even you did not even feel their absence there or something of that sort. And an event which has been happening for about 20 years. If what we are hearing is indeed the case and the organizers are liable for this, they have not treated them or acted with urgency and show that kind of, respect they demand. When you are organizing a program, you even need to check on the people in terms of their flight arrangement. And on the day, there should be some communication with them, because if indeed they are a crucial part of you, or they are people you regard, Andy, if you are organizing a party, this one, like you've invited people, giving them like tickets to come, flight tickets. If you're organizing a program and you have some guests coming, you certainly check on them, even at the airport, so that if there is some constraint there, you find a way to solve it there so that it does not escalate into something else. But we did not, from all indication, it's like something was not done when the challenge raised its head. And we've gotten to this point. And I really want to hear from the organizers what really happened and why we've gotten to this point, so that based on what they will say, we will juxtapose it with what Gloria has already said. But I'm surprised that most of those who experience this are quiet, because you see, if you guys have encountered this and you are quiet over it, maybe you think maybe next time you'll not be invited again or what. I mean, you need to express your disappointment in a way. But
maybe they are satisfied.
The silence is sponsored by fear or what? I mean, for me...
How did Jackie Appiah get there? She was...
According to
I think
Gloria,
I saw Jackie. I saw... was it Rosalind Ngiza? Was she there too? I think she also won or picked up an award. You said
and
Gloria said something.
according to Gloria, she also encountered such a challenge.
In this case, how did she get there?
She says some of them did their own arrangement to go.
Okay, let's reconnect with Judith. Judith, good morning and thank you very much for joining us on Hits FM. Hello, Judith, can you hear me? Hello, Judith. Hello? Judith. Can you...
They never know when we are coming out to sort it out.
Hello, good morning.
When we're coming out, we'll sort it out. We're busy. Abanga.
Okay.
She's not hearing.
It seems she can hear.
It appears she can't hear you, but we can hear her.
Yeah, we can hear her. So.
Connection.
Yeah. And
hello, Judith. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, Judith. Judith, good morning. Okay.
That's unfortunate, but it's a shame. But I think we
shame you now.
we need to reconnect with her.
Kind of was it?
Yes, Onte Brofo.
What do you say? It's a shame. It's a shame. What's so shameful about death? It's unfortunate.
But I think 20 years of doing this particular award, I'm not sure we should.
It's been 20 already.
Yeah, encountering such situations, they need to work at it.
From this, does it mean that when they got to the airport, it was identified by the airline that their tickets which have been sent to them are fake?
Yes, they could not. It could not admit them on the flight.
But Adam, is this the first time you're hearing of such things?
Yes, but not on this level, like an organization of such magnitude. I mean, we hear personal stuff that, okay, somebody is going, maybe some credit card issues. We hear of it on individual level. But the tag is not a good thing.
And it wasn't just one person, a group of people. I think Dorina View was part of it. Okay, all right.
I mean, there's not a good thing for the image.
Get me Dorina View. Sorry. Yeah.
It's not a good thing.
Hello? Okay. Righty.
It's not a good thing for the image of the organization. So, I mean, that's why they should even look at the severity of, the reputational damage and come out.
In this case, if Gloria Sarfo hadn't come out to speak, it means Ghanaians wouldn't have known whatever happened.
Prior to that, I had heard Ola Michael speak to us on Peace FM.
Gloria was Sunday.
Ola was Saturday.
Ola was supposed to go as well.
No, Ola spoke about this on Saturday on Peace FM.
That
he was part of the team.
He didn't even go at all, but
he
also
house.
heard of what the other people went through at the airport.
Because Ola, I remember I was with him on Wednesday, and he was like, they are inviting him, but it's like their alacrity to give him the ticket and other things. So he was like, I can buy my own ticket to Nigeria, but if you say you are giving me a treatment of all expenses paid trip, and up to now, I just have only Thursday to make sure everything is ready, and you've not sent it, then I may pull out.
So from the outset, there were red flags
and
about the whole trip.
Yeah. I mean, the communication wasn't forthcoming with most of them. And I think it was why Ola didn't move from his house too, because he realized that as a Nisim. And I don't think this is a good image for the award scheme. I mean, especially in our region, Ghana. I mean, it will make next time people, the wage people will place on it will be very, very light. So I really want them to speak about it.
Right. Let's get back to Judith. Judith, good morning.
Good morning, big brother.
Good. You can hear me now. Thank you very much for
I can
joining
hear
us.
you.
Good.
Thank you
Right.
for having me.
Are you in Nigeria?
Yes, I'm still in Nigeria.
Okay. Congratulations on the just held Africa Movie Academy Awards held in Lagos, Nigeria.
Thank you.
Right. It's unfortunate. We're hearing about Ghanaians that were stranded at the airport. Are you aware of this?
The word stranded is a bit harsh as far as I'm concerned. First of all, let me say that a very good morning to Ghanaians listening to you this morning, and good morning to your studio audience. We are the African Movie Academy Award. And I want to believe that we all understand technicalities of everything when it comes to an event to be held outside of your region. An event of this magnitude cannot bring the caliber of artists, including the ones that are going to perform, that we have paid to perform, to the airport as early as that time and decided or deliberately abandon them or wanting to embarrass them or for whatever reasons being peddled all around in the airspace. Secondly, I want you to also know that this has been held over the past 2 decades. And I want to believe even last year, we didn't get calls of any causes to say that some people were stranded or anything like that. This particular edition is about the 20th edition. So there was so much more in place to ensure that we get all our people across Africa. We fly people in every region of Africa to this event. And prior preparation had been made. The previous night, I flew into Nigeria with 14 Ghanaians, including some performers. And the reasons why we had to put more people on that morning flight was that because it was a late flight, we got the people that consented to being available to fly. So I personally went to the airport. Even most of them had checked in without their tickets. They checked in. The moment you get to the counter, you give your passport. Because the group booking, your name is already there. They sign you in, you check in and go. So most of the people were in. The 14 number were in before I got to the airport. They were well seated and waiting for the airline to take off. So when the Friday morning, the remaining people that had consented to fly that morning had their information there already. But for some reason, technically, which is beyond our knowledge and our control, there was an issue. So there and there, the CEO of AMAA said, I should put some people, I was in Lagos, but I should put, because we're on the ground trying to communicate with the airline, what's going on and all of that, resolving that. So the CEO of AMAA, in his busy schedules, working on other things, said, no, Ghanaians are important delegates. Judith, please put some people on conference calls. Let me speak to them. Let me let them know that they are very important to us, and we're going to get them to move on any other available flight. So we started checking on other airlines around the time because airplanes that we use, our partners, did not have any airline available in a short while. So that arrangement started. But within that, he spoke to a number. I was trying to put, some of them were still at the airport. So I put those that I could connect on the WhatsApp to the call. Our veterans that were there and some media that were there. Then we spoke to them at length, telling them we are sorry and apologizing to them to be able to let them know that it wasn't deliberate. This is beyond our control, but we'll work on it. So if later on we hear some of these stories about fake tickets, which I don't know anything about, but I would like the media to also investigate that. If there's any ticket issue to anyone, anybody peddling that, to be able to come out with an evidence of the ticket that was faked and that we deliberately gave to ensure they were embarrassed. Because I don't even know what we are going to get out of that embarrassment that we have caused them at the moment. But if we are able to manage to be able to let them know all of this, and at the end of the day, this is what we get back, then there's an issue. Secondly, I also want you to know that there's a particular undertone to all of this, because if at the end of the day, some people were able to still make it after that incident to the event, it tells you that it can never be deliberate, that we want to just get people there and not let them come.
Well, Judith, please hold on for me. If you say some people could make it despite the problems, could it not be that they had the means or they had enough money to purchase their own tickets? Or did you try to get them there?
We tried to get people, or the rest of the people there at the airport at that moment, to on other flights, which we were unable to, because some of those flights were booked, fully booked, so they were having like 2 seats left and all of that. So we're avoiding not getting some, maybe 2 or 3 people, and the other people will feel that maybe they were deliberately spiced and they picked the important people and all of that. So we stepped it down, looking out for other airlines that we can get to get this number of people to come.
Okay, who was in charge of the flight arrangements? Again, what's their explanation to all of these problems?
Well, there will be a communique, there's going to be a release to that effect, which is much technical, which I'm not permitted to explain to you right now at the moment. When that comes,
could that be that you've not questioned the person in charge why the problem was at stake?
Of course, you know that would have been done because we are an organization and we're dealing with agencies. But technically, when you're unable to control something, I mean, we all fly. We know sometimes you get to the airport, there's a technical hitch somewhere, and you cannot control that. So that is what I want people to know, because this is not and if you fly often, you know that you get to the airport. I was told some of our people from Germany and Canada last night, where they had already gotten to the airport and they are unable to fly because the airline had communicated by text message that they cannot fly again that night because of some technical issues. So the people had to go back to their homes. Those that they can put in from hotels that came from far away should stay so they can put them in hotels, but they will communicate to them when they will be moving on Wednesday or something. Those are technical issues that you cannot control.
Wait, please, Judith, hold on. Does that mean that the issue did not only happen in Ghana but other countries?
I need to tell you this for free, that we had some delegation from Uganda.
Right.
And the airline took them round, and finally brought them. You know, the connecting flights in Africa is very difficult because we've been doing this for 20 years.
Right.
Connecting flights from, even if you want, sometimes you want to fly from Cameroon. We had a delegate from Cameroon. He moved from Cameroon to Sierra Leone, from there to Abuja before they finally came to Lagos. So most of the time, the connecting flights from some of these countries are not straight. So this delegation from Uganda had to come to another country before they got to Ghana. They even slept 2 nights in Ghana before they were able to fly to Nigeria. So those are some of the challenges that you cannot, as an organization, control, because you don't have the personal airline that you can, or personal jet fleet that you can put all your people on and bring them down. So as much as it costs so much to get the people to come to this event, we try as much, even if it is the last minute ticket, as much as it costs so much, we do it to ensure that we're celebrating, we are contributing our quota to the image of the industry. And we cannot say that we will deliberately do some things to make sure that we get new. I mean, all of this, it looks like somebody is trying to publicize herself or himself out of this kind of things. And you know, there are so many veterans that were there, which they called to say, Judith, we understand this thing. So don't worry. If we get to come, we'll come. If we don't worry, because you've been doing that with us for over the past 20 years. We've never experienced it.
Now, you mentioned that there will be a communique later, but have you seen actress Gloria Sarfo's video where she complained about the embarrassment?
Well,
if yes,
I have seen some snippets.
Okay, if you've seen it, have you addressed it? Are you going to address it, or you let it slide?
I have sent her a message of apology, but she kept on doing this. But there's not a problem. I mean, we are different people with our background, where we come from, and how we are trained. I'm sorry this happened. I'm also sorry that it's going this way, because it's somebody that is close to me that could have communicated with me, Judith, what happened, and all of that. She never did that. All I saw was she's going all over the earth. So it can be okay. You know, bad news sometimes. I'm a media practitioner. Bad news is also good news sometimes. Maybe you are trying to reignite the faith of AMAA for us in your own way. We'll take it like that.
Wait a minute. Is it going to affect her participation moving forward?
Well, you see, I said to somebody that some of these things will not affect anything. Maybe in our space, because other spaces had their own experiences, but nobody put anything up anywhere. And other spaces had like maybe a whole day delay of airline, and things were sorted from other regions of Africa. We didn't see this. The Kenyans, and how do I call it, Ethiopians, and all of that, and all of that. We didn't see anything of this sort. So, I mean, maybe our system enjoys these things, so we will take it like that.
Earlier, I'll soon let you go. Earlier, when you were making your submission, because I wanted you to finish, when you were outlining the things per your arrangements, you mentioned that you flew with 14 people from Ghana,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And these 14 people had given you, or they had consented to being on a flight with you, right?
Yes.
Does that mean that the ones does that mean that the ones that
that
couldn't get on the flights, or that couldn't get flights, didn't consent to go with you?
No, they did. Because it's a huge number. You can imagine us flying.
In this case, how many people were supposed to leave Ghana?
In total, the number, including the nominees, some of our past winners, and also the performers. We had music, we had MCing, we had spoken word, we had people selected from Ghana to perform. We even had a French compere that was supposed to be on stage. He even came the previous day. You get it. We tried to check who and who will be available for the Friday and for the Thursday, so that we can split it conveniently for the people that will consent to their timing. And we also understand that people are quite busy. They have their own businesses. So we let them understand that, well, this is what we have open, which I did personally. And they all said, okay, I'll prefer the Thursday night. I'll be okay. Okay, let me do Friday morning. So those were the arrangements that we had.
In all, what was the number?
The number should be around 40 people.
40, you mean?
Yes, or 30 something. I have to check totally.
In this case,
there were some that dropped in the middle for some emergency.
Okay.
That called me to say, Judith, I can't make it because I lost somebody. Judith, I can't make it because I didn't get my passport. It has been submitted to some embassies. I thought I would get it before now. So there were these things that were happening within the whole thing, which they had consented earlier on.
No, they could have used their Ghana cards anyway.
No, Ghana card doesn't work. Sorry, let me call that correction.
Yeah, I know. Just I'm just messing with you. Forgive me.
No. Right. It's a joke of the system.
I know. Okay. Well, thank you very much. So in this case, we're waiting for the communique and the.
Yes, which I will share with you by close of day today.
All right. Thank you very much. We just hope that the affected individuals will be well. They will calm down, and better yet, moving forward, they will adhere, and yet you also do your background checks and make the corrections.
Yes, please. We are still with them. They are our people. We celebrate them. We appreciate them. They are the face of the African cinema. We cannot underrate that. And my media colleagues, I'm very, very sorry. I feel so very bad because I blame myself. I should have told them that let's do them Thursday. That's my media colleagues. But what happened was that I felt they should come with the stars in the morning so that the news can begin from there. You get my point? So I'm so sorry. We're going to make it up to you. There are so many events coming for AMAA across the African space before the AMAA, before the next year's event. And we're looking forward to collaborate and also enjoy the event together.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us, Judith. We're so grateful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome.
And thank you to your studio audience.
Right. Thank you. That was Judith Oluwole Kuonu, Country Director of the African Movie Academy Awards. Kwame, you don't seem too satisfied or consented.
What can I say? I'm just disappointed with the way she communicated, because if you know that you were taking about 40 people to Nigeria from Ghana and only about 14 were able to make it, and then the rest had challenges, and if you were called on a radio show to explain yourself, all that you could do was just, show emotions, and I don't think she communicated well on this matter, because as somebody who was dealing with human beings, if they have come out to express themselves about what happened at the airport, and you didn't deny, it wasn't as if it was intentional, it was a challenge. You addressed the challenge and apologized to them. But the way she was speaking created the impression that it appears as if somebody was after them or somebody wishes them bad or something like that. I don't think it was right to have, come out in that tone. But I understand how some of these things work, and I think that those who are involved would accept the apology. We are waiting for the communique that she's talking about, and I understand she says that she has also apologized to Gloria Sarfo, privately. Okay, if that's the case, I think Gloria should even come out and say that, yes, I've received a message from Judith about this, but we've not heard her on that yet. I think Gloria should do that if she has received any apology from Judith. I believe that moving forward, we should be careful about some of these things, because you see, these are our celebrities, they are our own, and you can't keep them stranded at the airport. You can't say stranded is not the word to use, but they were stranded.
Yes.
They were stranded
Because
at the airport.
They went back home.
They went back home. They were stranded.
Look, if you're traveling and you get to the airport and you have issues,
Yes.
you'll be stranded.
Yes, you will be stranded.
And
And then you tell us that you spoke to them. How many of them did you speak
Again,
to?
and then
was
she
it
mentioned,
selective?
then she also mentioned that, stranded is a harsh word. Later on, she also mentioned that they were stranded.
You see. So just admit that, it's not your doing, but you encountered challenges and you are sorry about this. As simple as that. The whole going around, even glorifying the fact that some other people from other countries also went through the same challenge. Why do you even, pride yourself with this situation? I don't think it was right for her to have communicated this way.
Time to the Adam.
I think
our time is up, so I have to let you know.
I think they should have.
I'm letting you know our time.
No
is up.
problem. They should have acted, urgently to this, because it wasn't something pleasing. Because they were not even to take in about half of the number which they were supposed to be in Nigeria. So this is a very serious matter, and I think they were lackadaisical at the beginning, knowing that if you leave an issue, it will run into crisis. They left the issue, and it's now affecting their reputation. So they should have earlier communicated for calm tempers to come, but they delayed in their response to the situation, and it's quite unfortunate. We are waiting to see what will be in the release, but like, she has offered some apology on the platform, so I wish they take that in good faith, and they need to do better, because from her own narration, it's like they have been having such flight arrangements and other things. I mean, it's about time they look at the best way possible, because it will take all the beauty out of the thing they are doing. And they did an award 20 years. We are here. Look at what we are discussing. So they need to find a way to solve that flight issues. Else, it will continuously harm their reputation.
And according to Doreen Avio, Judith sent an apology message to her after the incident. So maybe personally, she did that to some of them, or maybe most of them. But if Gloria also received that apology message, then I think it's right that she comes out to maybe let us know.
That they've apologized.
Exactly.
I mean, accountability is nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate that it's a shame.
It's a shame. It's a crying shame.
But all the crying grass are
Shame awesome.
Shame news.
And yesterday I was at church. I'm inviting you to Imperium Gathering. It started yesterday. It was a beautiful scene. I mean, young people giving themselves to God. Reverend Kojo Bempa was there. Captain Smart. I mean, it was a wonderful service, and I want to invite you. It is from now to Sunday.
Were you preaching?
Oh no, I went to receive the word and miracles. I mean, it was great. So just join us, Prophet Uche Eric Boahin's church. OPD came there.
Listeners, this is where we end the program. Thank
Join
you all
us
very
this week.
much. Oh, shut up. Listeners, this is where somebody like you who came here. You came here. No, listen to what I'm saying. You came here holding your nipples.
Hey,
yes,
Annie,
you came.
disclaimer.
The nipple is part of the human body. Why? What's all wrong with nipple? What's all wrong with nipple?
Because
What's all wrong with? Where is your nipple?
I was at church.
Where is your nipple? Why? Do church members don't have nipples?
We don't.
Do men not have nipples?
We don't.
Do women not have nipples? What is wrong with nipples? There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know why we've made it so bad that you can't.
It's been turned around in.
It's not been turned around.
Equatorial Guinea.
What I'm saying is that you came here holding both nipples and showing that someone is displaying his nipples in a video from Equatorial Guinea.
Let's go to
you
church.
came here, you finished the program, and then you sat here inviting people to church. Again, as I'm talking about nipples, here you are displaying where your nipples are. You are a very shameful individual. In fact, a crying shameful individual. I pray for you, and all the evil and demonic spirits in you depart in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
As you go to church, I pray that you receive a proper testimony. By tomorrow, you make
Stay
some good
away
money.
from nipples.
And you know,